Hey guys, it's the Backyard Bar and shut the fuck up. It's the Backyard Bar and Grill. This is boy Bosh. Another podcast, POST-HARVEY. We made it. None of us died. None of our homes got trashed. Thank God. And we feel a lot of sympathy for, or empathy, whichever one it is, for all the people who really went through some bad shit, lost their homes, lost family. It's a really ugly thing. But I'm here with Butters. Say something. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Butters. Condolences to everybody out there that suffered through Harvey. I mean, the good thing about Harvey, just quickly, like
there's a good about that.
It was a good because
it united.
There was a good because you can see like there's a lot of like different areas that they were impacted by hurricanes, and I think Houston took. Okay, this should be later on in the conversation.
Yeah,
my name is Butters. Everyone, yeah, whatever. Next.
You've heard him before.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, we got B-Dub, the one that's always on here.
Yeah, how's it going? I'm just back, and that's all I gotta say for now. Introduction.
Alma Bristle.
Alma Bristle here, guys. Coming back to another session. We are gonna talk post-Harvey tonight, and it is very unfortunate that people lost their lives, and it's a crazy thing. And yeah, it's gonna be our topic tonight. So
and
stay tuned.
every now and then we're gonna be accompanied by an ethereal voice, as you've heard at some points before. You might hear laughing. You might hear rude comments, like that right there.
Mostly chuckles.
Mostly chuckles, probably. Okay, but so anybody here who was like directly impacted by Hurricane Harvey,
Well,
their life or anything,
Or affected in any way.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we've talked, and I mean, I didn't get bad impact, but I did get impacted. So when I went,
penetrated.
Oh, come on, guys. All right.
yeah, whatever.
yeah,
I'm pretty
right.
sure.
Just a reminder,
for
we
like-
are having a couple brewskis.
Yeah,
As always,
so we're
backyard
a little
bar.
bit loose,
no,
so.
bar there. But
Take
like,
it.
well, the first thing that happened that really freaked me out was on Friday night. No, for real, because the fucking bayou was right there, right in the tip. Around like 10, 11 o'clock. And that's the point when I said, let me move my car. And I moved it. And it flooded out. It flooded out. All the cars on the side of my apartments, they don't work no more.
All the cars?
The cars on the side of the... You know when you enter my apartments?
Yeah.
Everybody on the right-hand side, when you enter, all those cars got fucked up.
Oh, that's why
Really?
there was so many people. Like when I went to go pick them up, it was so many people with their hoods popped, doing
You
all
saw that
kinds of
shit?
shit to their cars. Yeah,
That shit happened.
and I was like, man, did these guys really get affected that much? Because I didn't really think.
And then the thing that happened to me was because I didn't touch my car for a long time, and when I went to my car, I sat down, and I heard like a squish sound.
Yeah.
The bottom of my car was wet.
Oh no shit.
Oh, that's fucking sucks, man.
I just put baking powder.
Did you get any
Baking
mold on that
soda?
shit?
Baking
Yeah,
I've never
because it
heard of
kills.
that before.
Well, baking soda kind of kills the smell.
The smell.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I put
What a
that.
smell.
If you can, whenever I want to, there's like spots of brown in my shit right now because I just poured it on there. I'd rather have a little spot than have the smell in my car. Those are
Yeah, for
sacrifices.
sure.
Of
I
course,
guess that's
yeah.
true.
Did you put that on your insurance?
Yeah, but I didn't put flood insurance in.
It full coverage does not cover that, right?
No,
At
there's
all.
a specific plan for, and this is anybody listening here. If you're not considered in a flood zone, get flood insurance anyways. Because if you're not considered in the flood zone, you get a cheaper price than insurance. Like people around the area of Maryland, you have seen the shit in that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
They pay $4,000 to $6,000 a year on flood insurance, and it only covered 35 to 40% of damage.
Then what's the damn?
Have you drove through Maryland?
Actually,
Yeah.
we did today.
There's
yeah, I
a
did.
shit. Everybody got
It's
their
like a
shit
war
on the
zone,
floor.
man. Hell yeah.
And then did you see like every statistic in Houston? Only statistics. Like only 60% of people in Harris County do not have flood insurance because FEMA did not consider it as a flood zone, meaning you don't have to do it. But right now, when it hit, you weren't considered as a flood zone. Like your area is not considered as a flood zone.
No.
But if it flooded to your house, you lost everything. You don't get nothing back. You have to get your own money out to recompose, like, not recompose, reconstruct your home.
Yeah,
Buy your own
a
cash
lot
flow.
of people were affected that way. You know,
And it
I've
sucks.
heard all
many
kinds of
fucking
stories.
people.
So many.
And it's just crazy.
Well, then I have
So high
one.
the water was.
If let's say your car is
Yeah.
flooded, don't start it while there's
Well,
there's water on there. But what you can do is just take out your spark plugs and then start it. Keep pressing on the gas.
You're saying to start a vehicle without spark plugs?
Yeah, and that shoot water out. That's gonna tell your engine, but it shoots it out, and then eventually you start it when you see. Dude,
When it turns from water to gas or whatever?
no, it's basically this. You see your engine, it has the spark
Bosh.
plugs. Take them out. Take up all of the spark plugs out. Just rev your engine. You're gonna see the water just.
Most people don't have the socket to take out a spark plug.
It's a fucking 10 or a 12.
How are they
Yeah.
gonna go buy it if they're gonna use the car?
But
Find
it's-
it for somebody. But
the thing about it is, like, a lot of people are not knowledgeable about
You
cars
can
like
save
that.
thousands like that.
Yeah, of course not, you know.
So, anyways, just rev it. The gas is when you're revving it,
You spark it all out, all the water out.
all the water out.
Yeah, of course.
And anyways, then eventually it's gonna get dry out. So when you see no more water coming out, put your spark plugs back in, put them back on, and then your car should start. But that's just like a little hack, and it will save you thousands of dollars instead of going to a mechanic. It's gonna be like, hey, we gotta do this.
Like 10 grand
Yeah.
plus.
Oh yeah, obviously. And then all you gotta do after that, your car starts, it's working fine. Change your oil, boom, new oil filter, and you're good.
Go home. You're drunk.
No, trust me, we've done this. I've done this.
I mean, it
I know
sounds-
this
it
because I have
sounds-
done this.
It sounds like it makes sense in a way.
You can look up line, and I'm pretty
I
sure
just
they say
I
the
just
same thing.
think a lot of people will hear that and they'll be like, yeah, this is one person saying it, and I've never heard anyone else say it, so they won't bother trying. But I mean,
But
never
I
know.
mean, what would be the
never
actually waste of a time? That's it. If it doesn't work for you, it would just be. It's not gonna fuck up your car more than it's already fucked up. It's just be something that you should try out. If it does help you out, you will save money. If it doesn't, then go ahead and then do the mechanic thing. That's gonna charge you so and so
yeah.
money wise, you know. But yeah, you're right. Like a lot of people are like, no, I gotta trust my mechanic. Yeah, the one that's probably gonna be like, oh well, you gotta change this, you gotta change that, you know, of course. And I'm just saying this: you only have to change your oil, your filter, and your air filter. Boom. Savvy.
So
Bada bing.
most of the
Bada
people in
bing,
your
bada bing.
apartments, they were affected. Their shit's all fucked up.
Just cars, basically.
None of their homes.
Well, my front area got wet. It was easy because thank God we had put tiles there. So I was able to.
So anyone else? Anyone that y'all know? Anybody that was affected bad? I was just we were at the poorhouse when I was at the poorhouse alone yesterday because B-Dub lied. Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, right.
But
Are you talking about us individually as hearing stories?
well, I guess whatever y'all have seen, like as far as like personally, or
Okay.
or anyone that y'all know, like
This is. Can I say this one? Because this one really was
Yes.
crazy. It's right here. This is my. This is
It's a
a
picture.
old coworker of mine that was really nice with me, and she tried to hook me out to be an assistant manager. Yeah, I know the situation with that.
Right.
I don't need to tell Aaron none of that shit. But basically, what happened was she was cool. Like on the day of the hurricane hit, fine. Like it kind of flooded or whatever. The next day, it went up. It almost hit her door. The next day, imagine like your front door. You're standing on there. It's on your in your fucking shoulder, like water, like that.
in your front door.
In your front door. She said like it was a point where it was too much pressure, like in the restrooms, the water will pop out, like
A
it's
scene
water.
from Titanic.
Yeah, like it popped out of the fucking shit.
The toilet?
The soil, like water, because too much pressure.
I guess, yeah.
And then like she got to the point like she wanted to stay, but she had her son there, but it was it's too high. They picked her up on a boat, and they dropped her off on there's this church, the Jewish church right there on Bracewood and.
Okay, I know. Okay, I know.
That was a spot. The other
Okay,
spot
I
was
got it.
the building I work at. Bank of America was another spot, and then moving forward, there was a big house. I don't know if you drive through Maryland, you go towards 610. There's 1, 2, 3 houses that are elevated because they're new constructed.
Yes.
Those guys were giving their house to chill with them. So they were like,
for
that's
people,
cool.
like for people to,
Yeah, like just come in
Yeah,
an
that
area.
is.
They didn't put that on the news
huh?
because the areas that were like big, I guess popular or like actual companies, they were getting acknowledged of what they were doing. But these guys actually gave out their homes, areas like fucking square miles they can chill.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one thing I liked about this scenario. I hated, but Houston went together. Like everybody worked together.
Not just Houston,
And then you
but
like our
fucking
partners,
states. And
Louisiana came through like strong. Like not even those guys. What is it called? The Cajun crew.
Yeah, the Cajun.
They. I love. Thank you guys. If they hear this, thank you very much. I appreciate that from
Thank
bottom
you
of
to
my heart.
everybody who showed up.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like,
It was
thank you.
awesome.
Like,
They helped the city.
like
but not
that's
apart from
some
that. Like there was
fucking
just
shit,
random
man.
people. Like there
everybody,
was-
like so many
dude, there was
random
people in Florida that came with their boats. They went from Florida to Houston and helped out. Like look it up. It's for real.
Yeah.
They came from Florida to Houston to help us out. They don't know none of us.
So
And
many
see, the
people.
thing is, and see, I wanna kind of like do a comparison. Like, not, I don't want to make a long conversation on this, but compare it to the Katrina disaster. It is similar to the catastrophe. The inches were not similar, but they got the worst hit. But they got less support than us, honestly.
Well, I would say this
I
on that. I
wanna
would say
that's
this
why a lot
on
of-
that.
that's why a lot
It
of-
was new. That one was new to us. So that one was new.
No, because and if you look, because while I was like stuck at home at 5 days, I was looking into this shit. The levees in fucking Louisiana were known early 1990s. They were fucked up and cracking, but they didn't give a fuck about it. They didn't fund in the area. They were funding areas elsewhere
No,
else.
but what I guess what B-Dub is saying is that we've never, our like generation has
Never.
not seen a flood disaster like that.
So when we saw that
weren't used to
happening
it.
now,
Y'all
we
seen
know
it?
to back each other up.
Y'all were in Ike.
Ike was after Katrina, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the next one that hit afterwards.
But Ike wasn't as bad. Katrina was bad,
Yeah.
bro.
But Ike was bad too.
Fucked New Orleans up like
Ike
a
fucked us
motherfucker,
up.
dude.
I did fuck us up, but the
We
thing
didn't have
about-
light
like you
for
said-
days.
Like
Yeah, but we didn't
We
get,
didn't have-
but
we
we
didn't
didn't
have
get
lights.
flooded where like
no,
we had
no,
to
but
sit on
this is
roofs.
the difference. He's talking about the levees.
Yeah.
We didn't have levees in Ike. It probably would have fucked us up, but we had some old, beat up levees too.
But they had to open ours anyway.
The
In
reservoirs, that's all.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it
But
wasn't.
the thing about Ike was that was a fast moving hurricane or whatever compared to Harvey.
It
Harvey,
was slow motion.
Harvey stuck
Harvey
around.
He chilled in
He
Houston.
chilled.
He chilled in
So,
southeastern.
it's like this. The quicker it is, even though it gives
It's
a bad
better.
impact, but
It's
it's
better.
better for us because we don't get flooded. But when it's something that's just sitting there, I mean,
You can't
it's
react
like if
to
you're
it.
putting a water into a bowl, eventually it's gonna rise up because you don't move it. So that's what happened. So Ike was, it was bad because we were out for like I don't know, a week.
I want to say
But
like
it
2
was,
weeks.
but it wasn't bad to
A
the
week and
point
a
where
half,
we
huh?
had to relocate or
Brown or white, blue.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't. It's habit, goddamn it. I know I'm not supposed to use that. But yeah, my laptop, man. What is wrong with you?
Oh, shit, smoke proof.
Well, I get what Butters was coming from. I like how not just Houston, like like fucking thousands of regular citizens gathered their nuts up and actually went out and helped. You know, like they did.
Very true.
Like they did that shit, and then multiple states. They like rounded up everybody. Fucking Houston's in trouble. Let's go help. And like they
Roll
just
out.
like, let's roll the fuck out. And they all just came to Houston to help. Even Mexico, like I don't know how the situation turned out with Mexico, but even they
Not good.
They offered their help.
They offered their fucking help, despite big guy upstairs not not
And I'll
being
talk
cool
about
with
that
them.
situation later too.
But I really liked how this, and I mean, I'm the kind of person that kind of criticizes the fact that it takes tragedy to bring people together. Because we, like, the past few years, we've been seeing a lot of, like, issues, like, with race and, like, belief systems. Like, so many people divided for so many reasons. And it seems like it's just, like, so much turmoil in the world right now. But it's when, like, and all of this is, like, really man-made issues. You get me? It's like man-made things that we keep fighting with each other over. But when Mother Nature decides to fuck like a large amount of people, it's like all those problems just wash away. It's like we regather our fucking humanity in a sense. You get me? It's like we remember we're not divided by all these things that we fight over. We're all fucking human beings, and there are fucking human beings losing everything and they're dying. We need to forget all of that bullshit and we need to come together. My only wish about like when something like this happens is that I wish it stayed that way. I wish like a month, half a year, 2 years from now, I would like this unity that all humans have, like in the tragedy like the one that we just went through. I wish it would still be there.
Shooting for the stars on that one though.
Yeah, man.
And that's
You're
my
dreaming.
thing.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I wish it was just that way. Because why? Like, and I even wrote about it, and I posted it on Facebook. I said, why does it take like tragedy for us to forget all of these problems that we fight over? Why does that need to? And then why? Once the tragedy's over, why do we go back to fighting each other?
And it's funny how that happens
Like,
though. We gotta suffer a tragedy for us to become together, come closer together. But then again, when it all clears up, everybody starts acting the same.
Because it's like
time.
what I wrote. It's like Mother Nature does not give a fuck about race. It does not give a fuck about anything. It'll fuck you. It does not care. It does not discriminate. You know, and that's when we all come together. But once it's over, it's like, dude, you saw how happy we were? We're all working together, linking arms, saving people from like rivers. You know what I mean?
But see, look,
what happened to all of that?
I mean, look, I understand that completely, and I agree that's actually the concept of that. But look, the people that actually struggle through it, they will keep that same mind state. The reason why a lot of people,
I believe that, yeah.
A lot of people that don't feel that is because nothing happened. We saw it on the news. All of us here sitting down right now did not go through nothing, honestly. I only got water in my fucking carpet and water on my car. And my fucking dashboard on my LEDs fucked up. That's all that happened to me. While other people lost their homes and shit. So we're kind of vice versa the perception we see and the perception that we see on the news. So like, yeah, we see it.
I
but
guess
we
I
see
understand.
it. We see
Like-
it, but I don't think we see it fully. Like we
It's
haven't
like-
acknowledged it yet.
what are a lot of the things that people have fought over in recent years? Like
Well, okay,
political standing,
standings,
race, and all this.
shit.
But in a tragedy like this one, those people who are on a side that fight for that side so strongly and say for, bad thing, but they ended up having to get saved, right? And the side that they were opposing all this time was the one that saved them.
Oh, big
You get me?
Going towards your feet.
Like, like that.
it. All right, it's right there.
It's under Bosh.
Oh,
Right
sorry,
under Bosh.
guys.
Now it's next to you, to Butters.
Oh, it's over there. Wow, that's a big spider.
But we don't kill spiders here. We embrace them.
My point being is like it's like the situation where you stand in the side, right? You're fighting all these dumb fights online, whatever, and then when it comes to a situation like this and you need to be saved, and the other motherfucker that you were fighting this whole time is the one to save you. It's like I do believe, like, yeah, maybe they will gain a different look at things from this point forward. So maybe in that case it is a good thing.
So pretty much it only affected maybe
No one actually got
30%
affected.
of people of the city, but that they're gonna keep going strong, and it's still good.
And the thing is, their
I think that's
mentality will
It's
change.
something. It's something. I think their mentality will change because
Absolutely.
it's like reminding you that our problems are so fucking little. They're so fucking like, I guess what's the word, petty?
minute.
Yeah.
Minute.
Hey, that's a
minute.
perfect word for it. Minute.
Little small shit, minute.
These things that we fight each other over. But when something like this happens, I'm glad. As divided as we've been the past few years, I'm glad that we still know how to come together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
But like I said, condolences to all the people who have suffered. I'm very grateful that, like Butter said, nothing actually happened to us. And I gotta say we're fortunate, man. Some people lost
Very
children.
fortunate.
Some people lost parents. Some people lost children, man. Babies. It's fucking nuts, man. What happened because of all of this? But you think we'll come back?
Absolutely.
They say Houston's strong. They
it's
say
really-
Houston is like.
Texas strong. Houston
Dude,
strong.
I think just without like actual like government help, I think we already got like $100+ million just help.
Donations.
Oh,
We also
and
got
all the people
donations.
donating.
So many.
Yes.
All the celebrities, all the people who just happen to be rich.
Every celebrity was doing like
Like I
not-
was
like
telling them how
$1 million each.
Yeah, I was telling them how
Millions.
even Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how much.
2 million,
$1.5, $2 million.
yeah.
Hey, Trump. Look, man. A lot of people have shit to say about Trump, but that motherfucker came. You know how he came here and he left. He assessed the
Because people
situation,
talking
quote
shit
unquote.
about him.
He came here and he left, and you know what? Apparently he did. He went to Congress and he gave them a request. Now my numbers may be wrong, but he either asked for $7.9 million or $7.9 billion to help Houston. Like literally send that money to fucking Houston. And I'm like, look, y'all talk a lot of shit, but in the end of the day, he's the one that made that choice. You get me? You gotta give him some kind of credit for that.
I do, and I mean,
Like,
there's a lot of like
Man,
there's a lot of negativity when it comes to Donald Trump because
we're going to politics. Goddamn.
I'm not.
I
not
know.
politics.
But
Hey,
no,
I
no,
brought
wait,
it on.
wait.
It's my fault.
No,
It's
no,
my
but
fault.
I'm not gonna go.
I
I'm not
just remembered that.
Yeah, you know the politics
number
thing.
two
But
rule.
in
You know
a
what?
situation like this,
I'll do
we have to address it. I
It
think
comes
we
to a
do.
certain way,
This
exactly.
is the exception.
Yeah.
He got
This is
quiet.
the thing that, and one thing that I did when I was just stuck at home, I compared the Louisiana tragics and the Harvey tragic.
I'm not. Well,
Bush, what he did in that scenario, he hid, but he had his
there was always
spokesmans and talk.
there was always this popular meme over the years. I mean, it's been 12 years since Katrina, you know, and there was always this meme that black people would say that they would say Bush does not care about black people
Yeah.
because he did not help Louisiana when Katrina hit. Now, I mean, I was young as fuck. I was like 12 years old when that happened. I didn't understand. So I never really had an opinion about that. Even now, because I'm very not too into politics, I don't know how to look at that, you know, but I mean, that's what people said. I mean, I guess that's why I can't make the comparison as far as like Katrina and Harvey or Bush and Trump. I don't know how to make that comparison myself. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like, it was. I'm not gonna say I'm a type of guy that's like a. How can you put it? Like a.
Hetero.
No, like
Come on, guy.
a conspiracy theorist, like a theorist kind of
Conspiracy
guy.
theories.
Yeah.
Theorist.
You got it messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
you're
still
right.
bad. But you know, like
Where are you going?
Louisiana
Uh-huh.
should have got better help than Texas. Like, we got it bad. We got 50+ inches of fucking rain. That's unprecedented. Like, give me one state in the U.S. that
Well,
got
no,
50
I mean
inches of rain.
they've said that Harvey is like the worst flooding
Exactly.
in the nation's history.
But you think about New Orleans. New
Yeah.
Orleans lost 80% of the city. 80% done, flooded. We only lost 60s, whatever the hell percentage was. You didn't lose that much. But why? There's like, at the end of the day, the state is run by the government. Like the government funds
but
shit.
this is what I want to say about this. Whether, as far as like saving the city or like I understand the people, but as far as saving the city, I feel like whether you get no help at all or whether you get all the help from the entire planet, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter to a storm that it's gonna wipe out what it wipes out.
No, that's not the scenario I'm talking about, though.
Okay. So you're talking about how people getting
can
saved?
physically help. Like,
Because you're saying that 80% of the city got annihilated.
yeah,
And are we talking about 80% of like the citizens?
the city, like,
City,
like
like the damage
okay, I
to
guess
property.
value of the city, I guess.
The value of the city?
depleted.
Oh,
And now from this point on, they haven't even caught up to the population that it was before Katrina.
Well,
They're
because
still not there.
people know now
It's
that
there.
there's always that danger. And it's funny because now I'm thinking that's what they're gonna say about Houston too.
No, of course, because look, think
Like-
about it like this. So that hurricane, no, but the thing is that hurricane, it showed Houston that our systems are shit. It's not that strong. Because look,
Do you think we've handled it wrong?
no, we did not. Absolutely not. But I'm saying like the system should have been better, especially if dude,
Did the
we're
mayor
the
handle
fourth
it right?
we're the fourth highest grossing city in the US. And we can't even like
But here's the thing, we
and then look, and then the one thing before that, go back in 2000 and well, I don't know the year by the bottom of my heart, but when New York got hit, what was that hurricane called?
New York.
Not what's her name?
I don't remember New York. getting
New York
by
got hit with a hurricane, and it flooded like crazy.
Tell about the movie.
Sandy, Hurricane Sandy.
Oh yeah. You're,
I
okay,
remember
now
Sandy
goddamn.
fucked up New York.
Like New Jersey and all that shit.
All that,
Shutting
like,
all the
dude,
subways,
like,
everything.
the stock market was done like for 3 days. Like the stock did not exist. So the economy in the U.S. fell crazy, like dropped down because there's not a stock market running.
Yeah.
For like, I don't know what the day was, but cities matter. Like every city does matter. Big population matter because like for example, Houston, like right now, everywhere in the U.S. are gonna get impacted by gas prices.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. God
Everybody,
damn.
hey, no
man,
matter
we're
what,
gonna
from
have to
Houston
reconsider,
all the way
brother.
to fucking,
by the
fucking
way,
Alaska.
they did say as far as Monday, there might be no gas left.
No, there's no gas right now. When I went through from all the way to the house, all the way here, there's no gas stations
So
with
I
gas right
can't
now.
miss any more days.
No, but I did hear that Monday was the day where most like vehicles were gonna come to try to refill.
Yeah, that's when it
I'm
comes out.
gonna do it tomorrow and top off. I don't want to miss any more days. Money
Shit.
scars,
But
scars.
I mean, it's just.
the point that I was trying to make is that
Yeah, my bad.
we get these we set up the plans that as best as we can. Well, maybe not as best as we can, but the way that we do, right? But all of these plans could only hold up to so much. It takes tragedies like this for us to learn to make them better.
Of course.
We will never have a perfect system, you get me? But we learn the faults in our system when they're broken. You get me? Like when it and yeah, this whole Harvey thing has been bad. It's been bad, but it took Harvey for the people who make this planning and make these systems to figure out we need to do this shit a lot better than we have in the past. You get me?
I get you.
Can I tell you something right here? This is why you see me shaking my head. And this is why I come back to past hurricanes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about
look.
Houston.
Okay, in general, whatever.
Yeah.
When a bad hurricane or earthquake, whatever the scenario happened, who comes first when it comes to disasters? FEMA.
Uh-huh.
FEMA knows what is happening. They have fucking books, notes, where the fuck. If Katrina was a clue to everywhere in the U.S.
That shit can go
to
wrong.
barrier some point. From that point, from Katrina, the Galveston Bay, the Miami Bay, the New York Bay, the California Bay, no differences in no infrastructure whatsoever. Nothing changed. Nothing. And the only thing they did is, quote unquote, the wall of Louisiana, which is a big fucking strip of a wall that covers the wall in case of a category 3 hurricane. Not a 4 or 5, the 5 and 4 that hit Louisiana. Because at the end of the day, when you see every scenario, when you see hurricanes or disasters, when you know the state, the country, the city, etc., what's the last person that makes the word? The fucking the United States of America, the fucking the country. They come in and say their word. If whoever the president is, whoever's in charge or whatever, they can say, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna wait to have helicopters come through. They got it for 5 days. But they don't know the scenario because at the end, it's all politics, dude. At the end of the day, all these hurricanes, everybody got money out of this shit. Somebody got money off all of these disasters. That's why insurance occurs. You know, you think like banks and all this shit, like big main industries, when their shit floods out and it gets killed, it's insured. They get all the money back. All the money back.
Mm-hmm.
There's two perceptions to think it. The casual person,
Which is you?
it's just all of us.
You. No, yeah.
Or it can be a guy that's
Why
high
not?
baller that doesn't even know what's going on in the city. There's two perspectives. And people like fucking laugh and shit.
Because the
"Oh,
guy
fuck
who
it."
runs Wells Fargo ain't sitting here.
He's
in
not
Houston.
sitting here. He's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna help you out," you know, whatever. But he's not doing shit. He's telling his coworkers, "Hey, go to work and let's help the community." While he's sitting on his ass, and while his coworkers are doing his work and making the community look better, he acknowledged that that's his
Contribution.
contribution to the city or whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
That's what comes to like.
So
You know
what
how they
you
were like, oh,
so you don't
contributed
think
this and
after
that.
Harvey that
Yeah,
is considered
I heard
quote
about this.
unquote
And
the
I
worst
know- I
flooding
know I seen
disaster
that
in the
thing.
U.S.
Because he
history?
doesn't like politics.
You don't think they're gonna make any
People
changes
didn't
to
watch
prevent
certain
to help prevent
event.
something like this?
No.
Because this is what I was
He
talking
fucking
about. I
doesn't
believe it
make
was
sense.
yesterday. You could build as many walls as you want,
my God.
but at the end of the day, Houston is a bowl. You can make the walls larger, but at the end of the day, water comes from up top. It doesn't come from the ocean when it's a hurricane. It comes from up
It's getting
top.
boring.
You want to build those walls larger, you're just making the water pile up even more.
It's heavy.
You know what I mean?
Like,
You're just like you get a bowl, right?
I want to hug her about 200.
You get a bowl of like a bowl, right? Like a bowl of cereal or whatever. That's what Houston is. The water comes from up top, and the water comes from up top and it's just filling the bowl. We're talking about barriers. That's for like high tide shit. That's for like tsunamis. I understand barriers for that.
Well, look,
But
storm
you
surges.
you get a bowl and you build the walls of that bowl higher. All it is more area or more space inside it just to fill up with more water. If we build more walls, I believe the floods will be even worse.
But the thing is, it depends on, like, for example, there's two scenarios: a storm surge, or you have like a really low, like what is it called, like
low tide.
not the tide, from the
Oh,
Surface
sea level. Sea
the
level.
sea level. There it goes.
Yeah, which we are below.
We're below, exactly. I just think like the capabilities of the U.S., like even the armed force, whatever. I think we're able to like outdo like catastrophes like that. Like we're sending like fucking
I don't
thousands.
think so.
Yes, we can.
I don't think we can prevent.
No, we can't prevent,
Flooding.
but we can help it. We can stop it. We can kind of like slow the flow.
Trillions of gallons of water dropped on our city from above. What are we
Because-
supposed to build a dome over us?
No,
we
because
can't
it's
do
a lack.
that.
It's a lack of systems around the area.
We could only build so many bayous, so many gutters for sewage to run the shit out of our city. We can't make a city in the sky. You get me? We can't. You know how many? Yes, we may be capable, but you know how long that would take?
Years.
It would take decades for Houston.
20, 30, 20, 50, yeah.
And that's if they focused on it right now and they work nonstop. Like and like I keep saying, it's like we can make as many holes in the bottom of the city to lead out into the ocean that we want. You know what I mean? But only so much water fits into all of those goddamn holes. It's like a you know like that thing you could put on your garden hose where it only shoots out like the little sprinklers, like the little lines. That's all we're doing. We're adding more holes, but only so much water could get through, but all that water's still falling behind it. That's what's happening because all of this water's falling on top of us. We can't prevent it. We can't prevent because Houston isn't a goddamn below sea level bowl.
We still talking about this?
Yeah, right.
I thought that was the topic you picked. Post-Harvey, right?
Minute, but
I'm sorry, man, but
now
I
you're
thought we
talking
were
about
just going to talk about for like 30
Okay,
minutes.
whatever. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, all that matters is
yeah, God bless
when
you.
when y'all see like a scenario that can unfold and it's a probability, just be safe.
No, yeah, of course.
Think ahead.
Guys, I want to put this message out super clear for anyone who fucking hears it. When you see water, and you see it in the fucking billboards all the time, when you see water, turn the fuck around.
Don't drown.
Stop trying to drive through high water. Just stop it. Unless you got one of those fucking vehicles that's like 5 feet off of the fucking ground.
Who
or a
does?
tank.
The one from
When you have a fucking Corolla, you know what I mean? And you're trying, and you see like ocean in front of you, why would you try to drive through it? Just do not drive. I gotta be home. I gotta be with my kid, dude. You should have left them with somebody. Like,
And
if
we
you
had
knew-
noticed.
if
We had
you
fucking
knew-
noticed. So in a way, it's like you're not risking just your life. You're risking the life of the people going out there to help you. So you're neglecting
that's a good
that
one right
fucking
there.
thing.
oh, absolutely.
You're putting more than your life in danger.
That
and
was a
boom.
good. That's a good one,
Awesome.
guys. And it happens because you think you'll make it.
Bitch, you won't.
It hasn't been raining that long. You'll make it, guys. Stay the fuck away from the goddamn flooding with your vehicle, with your small ass 2 inches above the concrete vehicles. Come on. It's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
I was
Yeah.
stuck at B-dubs for over 2 days, I think.
Good times. Good times.
And because he was fortunate enough where the flooding didn't get to his place, but in the both ends of the street it was flooded.
So we were right in the
How-
middle, and
how
both
ma-
ends were fucking flooded.
How many people did we see try to go through it?
So many small cars.
Every time someone went to try to make it through the water, we ran the fuck out just to see how they would fare.
Oh, I got it now. Ray put that shit there so they can listen to our conversation.
Like,
No,
I thought he was just
it's
charging
been
it.
sitting there for like an hour,
I
bro.
thought he was just
Really?
charging it.
Yeah.
what was that he put? Oh, that?
Let's go and hear the conversation.
I gave y'all
Yeah.
an audience.
He gave us an
Did they
audience.
like it?
You don't even know our fucking name.
No, they like it.
Nah, they lying, bro.
You don't even know my fucking.
check us out
Well, he
on,
does. He is doing it on my. Wait, he's doing it on
They
my
got an
my
Xbox
account.
right now.
He's doing it on my account. So hey.
Got an audience.
But
They got an Xbox 360 now.
right? They're cross playing.
They're playing for
But yeah, they're like, hey, you know.
Oh, but yeah, how many people did we see try to make it through the fucking water day and night? Every
Oh,
time
shit.
we walked out there just to watch, just to see how, and so how many turned the fuck around.
Nearly most of it except one. And I would say one that I was like, kind of.
like, oh!
No, I was skeptical. Like, I was like, is he gonna make it?
I wasn't fucking cheering when they were going through.
Oh, no.
We were like, what the fuck are you doing? You
Except
idiot?
one guy that he was wearing scrubs and everything, like the whole nurse thing. And I would imagine that the most people needed in the hospitals is someone who go make it, you know, because understaffed. So and he made it. I hope he made it the whole way.
Because here's the thing. At the turn, like at the
What car
turn
did he
of the
have?
end of his street,
Regular.
where we can't
not
see
like a
anymore,
Honda, but like
it's
a,
deeper.
like an
It's
SUV.
deeper. So it's like,
okay, so
He
okay,
was wearing scrubs
I
and
don't
he made
support
it.
that you're
I
trying to
was-
get
I was
through
shooting
this.
for him
So,
to make
but
it.
say you make
he has
it,
to go to
you're
the
just going in
hospital.
the deeper
Yeah,
water.
sure.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
so
are
I
you
was-
doing?
But people
Like,
were
just get into there. If you're like in a Corolla or like a little Honda, like that water's gonna be up to your windshield. Your hood is not protecting everything that's in there
Your
from
car's
the
done,
flood,
basically.
and you're still trying to make it.
And one thing
It's
I
fucking
would say,
stupid.
people,
Hey,
a lot
your
of more.
car's gonna get pressured, locked.
A lot of people need to know a lot more about their cars, and this is what I don't like. That people don't they trust their little cars because the commercial says, or the it says
all those commercials.
your cars it can run through whatnot. It can run through flood waters, and that's just it. People just trust what they hear, and it's like, or they think that something's more important than their lives, and that's how people end up dying. Unfortunately, they don't have a knowledge of what their car is. I mean, they overconfident themselves, thinking they can drive through whatever, because the commercial says, "Oh, it's a fucking turbo mode," and
it's a 2017 anything too.
Oh.
It should be made to go through flooding,
And
or
quite
if everybody else's car messes up, but mine won't.
Yeah,
I'll make it.
I'm the one
everybody's
everybody's
the
turning
special
around.
one in this motherfucker.
They're gonna be like,
damn,
everybody's turning around, but I got a
bitches.
2017. I just revved the engine, but fuck it. As soon as the fucking the exhaust gets water, boom, that's it. It's gonna suck up
And you
all
see,
that
okay,
water.
look, maybe like 3 to 4 inches of water, your exhaust might survive. When it's up to the windshield, it doesn't matter if you have your foot on the gas or not. Water's getting in there. You get me?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing fucking coming out of there. Like,
It's gonna slow your car down.
and then it'll come to a stop.
Drives, yeah.
If it'll eventually stop, and then you figure, oh fuck,
I'm fucked.
now I gotta get on my roof, and now the water's rising.
That's if you can roll the window down.
Huh?
That's if you can roll the window down.
Because under water pressure, the windows will not roll
Exactly,
down.
and you know what I'm happy about?
And the doors won't
You know what
open.
I'm happy about? My sister, like a month or so ago, she bought me a little thing, like a little mechanism.
Oh, to break the window.
That it breaks the window, it cuts your seat belt, and it has a light on it, and I keep it in my truck ever since she bought it for me. And when this whole hurricane thing happened, I'm like, God damn,
pulled
I might
that
actually
shit out.
find a use for
Well, dude,
it.
like,
Oh, no,
you know
well,
the
can I say
perception.
something
Yeah, no,
else?
but yeah, go ahead.
Or in case people that don't know,
Exactly.
the headrest on your car seat.
If you can take it
If
out.
you take it out, it's built pointy so you can break the window.
Not everybody's is like removable though.
Yeah, it's-
not everybody's is
But in
removable
case you have
headrest.
that last thing and you're thinking about how
Last
can I
resort.
break this window,
But you know what's
can
funny?
open it.
The like the people who design like headrests, or like the guy who designed the removable headrest, he put to rest the rumors that that's what they're for. It's not. They're not, that's not what they're for. Like
They
those
can be used for
They
that.
can. They just happen to be used for that. But let me ask you something. So you're in your vehicle, and the water's up to the windows, right? And you use anything to break those windows open. What do you expect to happen?
Well, you break the wall,
The
water comes
rush
in.
of water is gonna come into your vehicle. First of all, it's gonna flood fucking fast, and second of all, the first initial thing that's gonna happen is you get a
Glass.
face full of glass.
Yeah, of course.
You get me?
I don't know. This is what I always perceive what will happen. You get what if I had this,
Yeah.
it breaks out, and just go down. You get all the water. The first thing you should assume when you do that, you gotta swim.
Oh yeah, you
Of
gotta
course.
get the fuck out.
So you do that, and it gets
The good
all the
thing
glass.
is the good
and
thing
then
is
you
that
gotta you feel like the water coming in, go, and then you're gonna get scratched, you're gonna get
Oh,
cut
and-
up, whatever.
and-
but
and-
your first concept, because of adrenaline, you're swimming up, and you're
yeah,
up there.
but you can't swim up because you got a roof of your car.
No,
But you
that's
have
the
to-
point of breaking
you-
the window.
You have to first. The first thing is that you have to swim against the current. That's the first thing.
You could just
You-
wait for that shit.
Wait
to
for
fill
it.
up.
You
Just
go-
go until
yeah.
the
Oh,
pressure
and
goes
that's
down.
what I wanted to say, guys.
Last breath.
Don't wait to break out of your car when it's all the way to the top of your window. When it gets to the bottom of your window, break
Go.
the fuck out.
No,
You
we're,
get me?
No, I know, but we're saying like,
Like-
if that the first part doesn't work and you're wasting your energy on that current, just be like, fuck it.
Go.
But the worst thing is that if you're underwater and your vehicle is in a current, you get me? Like it's like water rushing around you, because you could get the fuck out, but you have no grip on the roof of your car, so you'll just get swept away once you get out of the vehicle.
That's true.
That's fucking scary. So how
It's
do we
scary.
avoid all that, guys? Get out of the fucking floods. Don't
You
try to
talking
drive
about
him.
a river, man.
No, but that
even so,
that
even
happens.
so, I get you
That
that.
happens.
Even so, that happens. Make sure your head is where you can breathe. Eventually, you're gonna hit something. God forbid it's a fucking spike, kind of thing.
Oh, that's
big piece
scary.
of
Yeah, like
Yeah,
2x4.
because trust me, water is a fucking. It's one of the elements that what
water,
is it?
Water,
Anything underneath is unpredictable.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't know what the fuck-
water just up to your waist. Water just up to your waist is enough to knock you off of your feet, and you get swept away. Yeah, it's shallow, but it's fucking strong when it's an ocean that's like as long as a fucking street.
So it's like, man,
Like-
dude, I mean, there's a lot of variables to this, but hey, you can always increase your survival chances by doing the right thing, and that's what it's about.
No,
it's
I
like hell,
understand.
if at the end you did everything right and you die, hey, I would say, damn, you did
Because
everything right.
there are people that like they're caught in the worst of circumstances where like say like for example traffic jam, right? Like it's raining and they're stuck in traffic because like say like they were trying to evacuate the city and it just floods like that, man. My thing would be I would want to know where the high ground is. Is it in front of me or is it behind me? If I see that water rising, if I see it getting to like maybe like 2 inches, I'm hopping out of my fucking
Well,
vehicle
what if
and
it's
I'm
racing
walking
like
to
8
the
inches?
high ground.
Would you go back or forth?
Huh?
8 inches, back and forth. Whatever.
You can still get to that.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But yeah, guys, stop being stupid. Stop trying to think that you can make it through flood water
Yeah, don't do
because
that.
you'll end
That's-
up regretting it.
That was a stupid.
And,
And also think about the people, the amount of people that are gonna go at risk trying to save your ass. And,
Yes.
And you
Trying to
notice,
save your
they're
dumbass.
gonna have families too, and just hey, what they say is true.
Didn't some people who were volunteering or trying to save actually die?
Yeah. Actually, this one cop died trying to save somebody,
Yeah.
and fuck, rest their soul. But
No, I mean not everybody who needs saving is like doing it on purpose or like is a
But
dumbass.
do you think
But-
about that person that needed that saving? He or she shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like not everybody like had a choice. You get me? Like
No, you
some-
always
some-
have a
some-
choice.
some
You
peop-
always have a
Well,
choice, and if the water's a little bit flooded, and then you're still waiting on your car, well, you could have walked out.
'Cause
Let's
I
say your
think-
car
I
fucked
mean,
up.
The
Instead of
argument.
kill, you could have still swam back or walked back, but you didn't. You stayed there like a momo.
I'll put it like this: the argument to be had for B-Dub is that we were warned that a hurricane was coming. Everybody who did not leave decided that they would take the risk.
And I don't want to say they deserved it.
Yeah, nobody deserves it. Nobody.
But
deserves
damn it, it's like what you were getting into. I mean, rest your soul, but shit, not to be harsh, but I guess I am gonna be harsh.
I'm not. I mean, I
It's
would.
like-
I would never say like
yeah.
in such a bad way like that. But I mean,
You get yourself into that trouble, you risk yourself into that. But other than that, the people
you
like
good, Chris? Are you ready to finish?
I'm just tired, sleepy.
Oh, you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's just a thing that you always have a choice, and you always know that your actions create reactions, and those reactions are gonna take actions to the other people. Do not do it. What's that? If there's a flood, no, is it turn around, don't drown, or something like that? Take
If
that
you,
into mind.
if you see water, turn around, don't drown.
Yeah, and
Guys, just do it.
just be safe out
Just
there.
do it.
Nike, just do it. I mean, to turn around, not to
See,
go through
play
the
like
fucking.
Nike, come on, just do it. I
Oh,
love that line.
we just advertised. You're gonna
It's
get
still
money?
smooth like 90s, bro. But anyway, guys,
Oh, speaking of you wanna?
I mean, I don't
I'm
know if
gonna
like, we're
sidetrack.
ready to round up this
No, no.
conversation.
Well-
Not end the podcast, but like just the conversation end of it, of like the
Yeah, we
Harvey.
can get done
I don't
with
know if anyone has any closing thoughts or if y'all wanted to end the conversation.
Well, as far as the
I think
Harvey
we said
thing,
a lot. I think we said a lot.
Well, yeah, I guess one thing to the Harvey thing, like, what I said at the beginning. Like, condolences and prayers to everybody that did get affected by Hurricane Harvey, tropical storm, Harvey, whatever. We can recuperate, and I am blessed to be in a city that is really like, it's a team effort here. Like, you don't feel lonely here. Like, if something happens to you, you know
It's
there's
that Houston pride.
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
And you know, like, and you can see all, like you said it yourself. Those communities and states helping out that didn't have to do it, but they did help out. So it did a big difference, and I mean, it gives you confidence that, you know, like, even though worst case scenarios can occur in life, there is a better
I think what it does is like, well, I don't know what these people are saying. I could give a fuck. That's not what this podcast is about. What I'm saying is, I do like how, like, I guess like somebody who's as like disoriented by like how people behave. I'm glad to see that like people are still capable of coming together no matter what when something horrible happens. You get me? It gives me hope for when the end of the world happens, because we're gonna go through that shit.
Oh, that's gonna be the opposite. We're not gonna help each other. Hell no. We're gonna end up killing any. Like, if someone knocks on my door, I need some milk. I'm like, you gonna get it back the way you came from. I'll give you 3 seconds. Get up. Oh no, but boom. Go on, get, boy. You got your change. You got your money. I don't need your critters coming around.
You got
this
the
part
boots
of
on
the
your
hood.
feet. Not gonna get.
Not gonna help.
Well, I guess help only comes because we're confident we have enough.
Yeah, but
when
when
we
you're
don't,
scarce,
when we don't have enough, oh,
Scarce.
it's gonna turn
scarce.
scarce. I used to say scarce too. I did.
All right, scarce.
But
yeah,
when supplies
you
is
know,
scarce, bruh, it's gonna be bloody out here.
Imagine if no one in my hood had water and they someone pull in with like fucking packs of 24, my whole van full of 24. I was like, hey, you got some more water? Not for you. I don't. And my house might be surrounded by like for the act of what was it? The carry weapons shit.
But like, hey, I prepared beforehand, alright?
It ain't my fault you did it.
So like buy what is it? Natural or unnatural selection? Like one of those things.
Natural
It's
selection.
like, I deserve to be alive more than you right now because I prepared beforehand.
And I'm not gonna give my waters out because I don't know how long
sucks.
this is gonna
It's
happen.
fucking immoral as hell.
And it sucks, but it's like, oh, my baby needs some drink. Well, go fucking go somewhere. I don't give a damn. Leave the baby with us. We take care of him, but you're not. You know, I'll do that. As far as that, I'll be like, bring your baby in here. We'll take care of it. I'm daddy. She mother. But y'all ain't here. Because y'all failed as parents.
You're gonna end up with like 18 kids in your fucking house.
Fuck it, you know?
You're
Well,
gonna
I'll
fuck
take.
yourself like that.
I'll take about like 2. I mean, babies don't do a lot. They just shit a lot.
Boy, you're gonna have a lot of dirty ass diapers. Just throw them in the water.
Throw it to the neighbor's house. Or, you know,
Fucked up.
make a wall. Save ourselves from the flooding.
Well, we're about to reach that 1 hour mark. I don't know if y'all want.
All right, so we're gonna take a pause.
a pause or an end. I don't know.
Pause. I say pause, but
Which
I say pause.
prefer.
But
Pause.
when you expect us back, we're gonna be talking about different things. But we just wanted to get this one through about the hurricane.
I might upload
Harvey?
this one tomorrow.
Cool,
I think
cool.
I'll upload this one tomorrow.
This is
because
pretty good. Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
think we
relevant
should.
right now.
Yeah.
So,
So
do y'all want to pause or do y'all want to?
no. You know what? We should end this one. I think we did good.
Y'all think so?
In case if anything, well, we'll keep adding on. But yeah, like I said, hope everybody's okay as much as most
Condolences
they
to
could be
everybody who
positive. Yes,
suffered
sir.
through this bullshit. Thank you to everybody who helped, all the volunteers. Thank you to all the celebrities and rich people who donated a shit ton of money, a lot of money to like help those in need. And I don't know, any closing thoughts? Anybody has any closing thoughts?
You know, no matter what, I know that at least all of us, we're very thankful, and we'll be, if anything happens to any of our cities around or states around, yeah, we'll do the same.
I hope
Of
I
course.
hope if any such kind of tragedy happens to any neighboring cities or even just any cities like in throughout the US, the same response happens. You know, like everybody just decides, hey man, everybody get y'all shit, we finna go help. You know what I mean? I really hope that happens, and not just, I guess obviously not just in the U.S. but like everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope that keeps happening. Like I said, man, I like that unity. I like that little glimmer of hope that we could still, like, from all the division that we've seen in these past few years, that we could still beat that shit. You know what I mean? We realize what really matters. You know, and we gotta live together in this fucking planet, man. We're fucking neighbors, you know what I mean? We shouldn't be fucking fighting. We only got one fucking house that we live in, you know what I mean? It makes no sense to tear it up or to infighting. So with that, I hope y'all had some kind of interest in what we were talking about. This is Post-HARVEY, the Backyard Bar and Grill, and any thoughts and opinions y'all leave in the comments down below. Or did you have one last thing to say or not?
Well, I was thinking, like, you know how we say Houston and there's the U.S. next to it? But you know what? We've forgotten USA. It should be us on top of that. Like, us. We should react that way. But we'll leave it to time. Time will tell.
I hope
Alright,
that
well.
I hope in the end of the day we'll all show it. And I hope y'all enjoyed this chat. Anyone has anything to say?
Beat up sending out. Butter sending out. Is that it?
And
Alma Bristle.
this is boy Bosh. Until next time, guys.
Good night, guys. Later.
And stay safe.